What's going on? Give me a second. All right. How's everybody doing this morning? How's everybody on Twitch? We got 7 people that are over on Twitch. We got 27 people over on YouTube. And let's see. Let's go live here. Let's go live here. So how's everybody doing this morning? I know things were looking pretty interesting the last couple of days, but and yesterday after things really coming back, things started to look really, really positive. Good morning, Matt. Try to get this question to you a few times over the month, but missed it. Can you explain why you're a fan of the Saints, or a Saints fan, and living in PA? Yeah. So when I was a kid, the first football game I ever watched was a game where it was the New Orleans Saints, and I can't even remember who they were playing. Um, and I watched it, and I loved how Joe Horn played, and him playing made me want to play receiver. So I played receiver in high school and in college. I mean, technically in college they I played tight end and sometimes fullback and you know a lot of stuff, but mainly I played receiver. My touchdowns came from receiving touchdowns. Um, so yeah, but what's crazy is I played slot receiver sometimes. Like I didn't play the X or the Z receiver. I mostly played like that slot, and it's kind of weird because typically that's the like more of a fast position, like quick outs and all that other stuff. So, anyways, that's over explaining it. Um, yeah, that was the first football game I ever watched, and I loved the Saints ever since. Even though they weren't good, um, I just knew that he was a great player, and I wanted to keep watching. Gotta decline that. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's gonna happen if I answer that call because I'm on TikTok right now. I look forward to your video every morning on my ride to work. Thank you and keep it up, or keep up keeping up. Keep up with keeping up. I will. I will try to. Good morning, Matt. I'm skipping things. Happy Veterans Day. Um, hey, Matt. Greetings from Sydney, Australia. Thank you for watching. Hi, everybody. Can't help but feel excited. Yeah, right on. Thanks. No problem. Good morning, Matt. What's your record on Madden 23? If you play Madden, I'm just wondering since they asked about being a Saints fan. Um, so I haven't like seriously played Madden since like Madden, I don't know, what, 17? Yeah, I haven't played. I feel like Madden really hasn't been that great. It's like the moves are getting more um not realistic, not real. So I haven't played it. I was thinking about buying Madden 23, but I didn't. So that's my record, is I don't have a record. Start a poll. All right, so if you're on TikTok, make sure you double tap the screen. Even if you're getting out of here, double tap the screen and get at least one like in here. That would be great. Hi from London. Thank you for watching. I agree on Madden being different. I miss 2K football. That's true. I heard they were supposed to be bringing that back. All right, so what's the purpose for this live stream? I came on late, and the reason why I'm late is because I overslept. And yeah, it's just as simple as that. I actually woke up and then I fell back asleep. I guess my body's just catching up with some sleep and needed it, so it's fine. Um, Obviously, I've been evaluating a lot of things on YouTube, and it seems like a lot of the revenue is down. The RPMs are down for cryptocurrency videos because it seems like the market may be getting oversaturated, or they just dialed back the overall um, RPM, which is very, very interesting, and I'm trying to figure out why. Do you believe it is potentially the best buying opportunity we will have in crypto again for a long time? Do you believe that it is the bottom? It's a good question. Um, so I want to say no, I don't believe it's the bottom because we still, yeah, I want to say no, we don't believe it's the bottom because we still haven't seen um, the the end. I would say the end goal for FTX, um, where this is all heading in the crypto market and how it's going to, um, how investors are going to either move over or work through this situation. So I wouldn't say that I think that this is the absolute bottom. I think we did hit a low point, and we saw um, how low the markets can get. And now we're seeing recoveries of a lot of these cryptocurrencies. Let me take a drink. For some reason, my voice is going. So, um, I think this is a great opportunity. I don't necessarily think that this is the best opportunity because right now, a lot of cryptocurrencies are running higher than they were. So currently, we're seeing this up a lot higher. Like if we go into my computer here, you're gonna see Ethereum is up 6%, or you're gonna see Bitcoin's up 4%, back up from that 15,000 mark. Right? You're gonna see a BNB that's up to about $300. Polygon up to 106. You know that these are not the absolute best investments, but you know that it's still at a low point compared to where it's going to get. Cardano's at 36 cents. That's low, but it's not the lowest. It's over, Matt Lunick. What's over? How to make other exchanges burn Lunick over off-chain transactions? On a lot of greed exchanges, a lot of greedy exchanges out there taking advantage of Lunic. Yeah, 100%. But what can we do about it? We've tried to pressure them. I've tried to pressure them with a few posts. I don't want to overdo it with the posts, um, but I've tried to pressure them, and it didn't work. So I'm gonna keep trying, but I don't see, if they're gonna do it, like there's no attention that's on having burns. Like some people are excited about it. You have like 1,000 likes and maybe like 200 retweets, 300 retweets, but the issue is that not enough of the community cares about pushing this idea on exchanges. So it's difficult. It's very difficult. Um, And I wouldn't say that hype or popularity is dying. I would say sort of a little bit of interest maybe falling, um, here because we're not seeing many things that are happening with Terra Luna Classic. No news right now. So yeah, it's definitely something that we want to see a little bit more. If we start to see more news, we start to see more movement, start to see more hype in YouTube as well. So all I know is right now I'm actually pretty excited about the overall volume, right? Because the volume increased from a 10 billion coins, 10 billion coins over the day to 183 billion coins over November 9th, which we saw a lot of volume in and out, mostly, yeah, in and out basically for this position. In-house is what keeping this project from growing. What do you mean? Wait until the Fed finalizes their investigation on Terra Luna, or you're talking about FTX? Thank you for following. Is it Jams? Jams 1921. Good morning, folks. Good morning, Fire King. We got 163 people here. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, please do so. It does help out. Did you guys like the market crush or crash? I liked it. I ended up buying more Ethereum if you didn't know from the videos that I created. Uh, Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Fire King. FTX. Yeah, I figured. Like once the Fed finishes investigation, then we'll start to see whether the market will continue to push lower. SBF deserves prison. Um, so I would agree with you that I think what he did is not right. But I put out a video and a series of tweets talking about how I think this is sort of CZ's fault and should be investigated with manipulation. Um, Binance and CZ should be involved in that investigation as well, which may end up hurting the crypto market even more if we see Binance involved in an investigation for manipulation. Um, because I think that's where it was. He manipulated the markets, and obviously SBF started it and gave them the opportunity to manipulate the markets. Matt, could you please explain why repegging will burn millions of Lunic every day? Sorry if this is a dumb question, fairly new to crypto. So, no, it's not a dumb question because I don't truly understand. And um, I'm trying to understand, but I don't truly understand how that would burn millions of coins or billions of coins. Because every time I come around to it, I circle around to more minting and not more burning. So unless the minting feature is completely off, because while it's at a repeg state, yes, repegging may burn a lot of coins, but who's to say that the repeg will not hold at that or will hold at that level? If it repegs and nothing is supporting it besides some sort of pool of coins or value wallet, let's say billions of dollars or maybe millions of dollars, if you don't have anything that's truly supporting it continuously, then it doesn't stay repegged. My voice is really starting to go. I don't understand. Good morning, everybody. The FTX news is on almost every channel on news. Of course, crypto markets completely tanked. Obviously, we see some recovery, which is good. Um, are you are the application wallet sale like SafePal? Your thoughts? I don't know what you're asking here. Are the You're saying are their application wallets, or is their application wallet sale like SafePal? I don't know what that is, and I don't know what you're asking. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just going over my head here. I grabbed Sol at $12. That's amazing because right now it's at $18. That's really good. Because a lot of people were counting out Sol. They were like, oh, Sol um, is just going to die and all this other stuff. And I was like, that doesn't look like it's the case. And literally, as they were saying it, Sol went from like $12 to $15. Then it went to $16 or $17. Now it's at 18. He knew exactly what he was doing. Also, being buddy buddy with the SEC chair to get a legal loophole. Yeah, I guess you might be right. I would urge Matt subscribers to buy and hold a Volt. It's going to be a game changer. I don't know if you should do that, but yeah, I've looked into Volt a couple of times, but I'm not impressed. I know there's volume and there's a community, but that's all I see. I don't see a large community. I see a community. Um, can we see a bull run on Lunic? Yeah, I think we could see a bull run on anything. The issue, what's crazy is that Terra Luna Classic didn't actually fall hard. Everything else started to fall hard. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Um, so everything else pretty much fell hard, but Terra Luna Classic didn't. It stayed steady, and that's probably because of the large community that believes in it long term. So they didn't want to let it go no matter how low the price is. They just want to add more as the price is going low. So that's what makes it interesting. And then you see more volume that flows through it, i.e., while you see $183 billion or 183 billion that flow through Terra Luna Classic on one day, meaning that we're seeing an 18x increase on volume from the lowest point to this highest point on November 9th. I don't know if it will stay this way because we're not seeing consistent volume here. Let's go ahead and see where we are right now with volume. About 200, $300 million worth of volume. But you're seeing it go back down to normal DEX volume at 646,000. However, CEX volume also includes some on-chain volume. So, yeah, when is USTC going to repeg? That's a tough question because there's so many discussions on repegging USTC and maybe even a new uh you know was it algorithmic fungible token, so sort of a stable coin. I guess I shouldn't compare it that way, but a new thing rather than just USTC. But there's obviously back and forth on what should be done, but something will be repegged. So I believe in their roadmap. They have it as like Q2 of next year. Only crypto I'm buying now is Bitcoin. It's the only truly decentralized um, currency that exists. Really? I'm see. I mean, that's where we differ. I'm not really the biggest Bitcoin fan. Sol has a thriving ecosystem. It ain't going anywhere. I would agree with that. What do you think of VI VIDT data link? Is this it? VIDT DAO currently at 2.6 cents, 77% of total supply is out there, $8.7 million in volume. Volume is up by 14,000%. That means that historically or normally it sees low volume. Is there a reason why the volume is so high? It's on Binance, majority of the volume. Um, you're seeing all the volume really that happens on Binance. That's not really the best situation. You want to have more volume on a lot of other places, but apparently Binance holds a lot of the volume. Do you see this consistently? So let's look at historical data. You're going to see that um, typically we see $72,000 worth of volume. Did it just launch on Binance or something? because now we're seeing $15.1 million that flows through this. So did it just launch on Binance? If it did, then that may be a reason why you're going to see things move. It's down 90% in volume. So people or not in volume, in price in the last day, from 30 cents down to 2 cents. Is there a reason? More dilution that happened? Like, that's kind of scary. What? Now it's down. So it's going back and forth for some reason. So basically down 90%. I don't know. Typically when I see these drops, I would have to search into and read into it a little bit more to see why that drop happened. But it could be an opportunity if it's just a drop from, what happened to the overall price. Like if this just dropped based on people selling rather than dilution that came into the markets. Anti-DeFi wallets on mobiles instead of cold ledger wallets, are they okay? So yeah. Yeah, I think they are okay. It's not something that you're worried about like collapsing, if that's what you're getting at. Like that's not what's going to happen. Um, they're not looking at, well, I mean, it depends. Depends who's really running that wallet. But I think wallets are safe. You're not going to see anything that happened to FTX or Voyager happen to something like MetaMask or something like that. Um, how is how is this any of CZ's faults? He saw the balance sheet of FTX market maker and decided it wasn't a business to hold FTT anymore. I don't blame him for liquidating if he no longer saw value. That's not that's so what you're saying is that you would give him a pass, but then if a whale decided to not see value, and let's say if a whale decided to not see value in Lunic or Bitcoin or something, and they sold all of their position, starting a downward trend, you would agree with that? Or you would agree with, let's say, is the same situation here. If you would agree with the what's it called? The hedge funds that would say, oh, you know what? We see that AMC or GME has a struggling balance sheet. So we're going to short the position. We're going to get out of everything that we're holding. And, we're going to make it known that things are not looking good. Do you think that that's something that's right? Manipulating a position with so much money that you have? Because if one place has so much money, and they decide to get out of position because they don't believe in it, it's okay for them to do that. But I feel like for them getting on board, they should have never gotten on board in the first place. To have that much holdings, to have what, $2 billion? Is it $2 billion or something? It's too much to impact the market, and that makes people panic. Not only in FTT, but in everything that's going on in FTX. So it's definitely part his fault. You don't expect that from anybody. That's manipulation at its finest. So I would have to disagree with that. I don't like the fact that anybody would. Yes, you can call out something in private when you have that much, but you don't need to announce it to 7.4 million people that Binance is going to be liquidating or completely getting rid of their entire position in FTX or FTT, which one will hurt people that are holding FTT and create panic in FTT because it's a large amount. But not only create panic in FTT, you're creating panic in the overall exchange, which is creating panic in every position. So CZ knew exactly what he was doing. Did he think it was going to get to this level? No, he thought he was going to be able to buy out FTX and then take on all the investors because he wants more investors. That's all CZ does care about, is more people getting on his platform. So once he gets more people on his platform, let me get out of this. I don't know why it keeps going back and forth. Once he gets more people on his platform, he ends up controlling more of the market. However, he didn't realize that it was this bad, that it would get this bad, and he can't buy them out. It's not about, he doesn't see the value in buying them out because he knows that it's about the amount of investors that you bring over. Yes, you wouldn't be able to pay them out, whatever they're looking for at their 8%, APY and all that other stuff. But CZ definitely has some fault in this, 100%. FTX could have not been playing with customers' funds. See, I understand that, but that's how you get the APYs that a lot of these places are offering, the competitive APYs. Now the competitive APYs are something where you're seeing Coinbase at 4%. So I understand that they could have not done that, but the issue is that they were kind of running themselves like a bank, sort of like a bank, not exactly like a bank. I understand that they're not a bank, but over leveraging yourself in order to create more interest, knowing that if everybody or you created a ton of panic, it would be difficult for you to survive. Knowing that, CZ didn't have to make that 100% known to everybody. He could have been on the inside saying, look, we need to get this done. If you don't get this done to where we can figure out your liquidity issues, then I'm going to need to say something about it. You take the time to fix it before you decide to go out and just, crash the market. I think FTX could have avoided this 100%, but it's multiple people's fault. It's not just FTX's fault. FTX did the thing that was wrong. CZ called it out to millions of people. I don't see how he should not be at blame. In my opinion. I mean, that's my opinion. I respect everybody else's opinion. CZ manipulated FTX and played it well. Finally, one less exchange to worry about. So yeah, that's a good thing, is one less exchange, especially an exchange that's over leveraging themselves. But I just feel for all of the investors that got hurt from this. I had I can't see that. Irregularities? I don't know. FTX had irregularities. They were lending people's investments. So again, that's how you run it like a bank, to where a bank will take your money, all the money that's being put in there. Your money is not just like put into a box with your name on it. Your money is put into the overall money that goes into the bank. The bank is then lending that out to other people to make more money on that. So like if everybody decided to go and cancel or withdraw their money, it would make the bank struggle, and they don't need to run it like that. Not completely. I 100% agree with you. They don't need to over leverage themselves that much. It's way too much. But I can tell you that if, like I said in the tweet that I had, if Elon Musk came and said, I'm not banking with Wells Fargo anymore because I think Wells Fargo is over leveraged and they have too many loans out, which every bank does, then everybody would decide to, or at least a lot of people would decide to get their money out of Wells Fargo, which would create mass panic, and you would see Wells Fargo go under, even though Wells Fargo is huge. And yes, it's a bank, and I don't want to compare crypto exchanges to a bank, but that's the best comparison, especially if they're looking to gain APYs or give people certain payouts. Like if I get interest on my checking account, it's because they're getting interest from the loans that they're giving out, and whether it's to the government or whatever. So to be fair, blaming the guy who screamed fire is not who started it. But the problem is that screaming fire is illegal. So if you scream fire in a theater, it's illegal, but It's the same situation here. You shouldn't scream fire because you're creating mass panic. What you should do is, I don't even know what you should do in that situation. Just walk out slowly and just let everybody else burn. I don't really know. But the point is that you need to consult people on the inside and say, like, look, there's a fire here. We need to go. There's a fire here. We need to go. Be calm. There's a fire here. We need to go. Be calm, work the situation, figure it out. He didn't need to scream fire. He didn't need to go, I'm getting rid of all of my FTT, because that creates panic. Here, creates panic over there, creates panic everywhere. And investors are hurt. For a person that cares about investors, yeah, I can't agree with that. But I do agree that it's mainly FTX's fault. I would say it's probably 70% FTX's and SBF's fault. 30% goes to, someone said it. I was going to say 60-40. I was going to say 60-40 because I feel like screaming fire is just as bad as the fire actually happening. What, screaming fire is illegal? Yeah, if you scream fire in a theater, you can go to jail. It's not illegal when there's a fire. No, it's you shouldn't scream fire. If you scream fire and people die, there's a strong possibility that you're going to jail. I mean, I think it's like frowned upon, but I think it's also can be considered murder. I probably shouldn't say that word. It's not illegal to yell fire. I know it's you, but you can be sued. Yes, there you go. You're right. It should be illegal, but you know, punishable by 17 years. If people are getting 10 years for petty drug crimes, I wonder what they would get for screaming fire and killing people. Probably not as much. FTX had a bunch of locked up crypto that they couldn't liquidate if they wanted to. They didn't have any money. Yeah, so they did. They had a little bit of room, and it was to the point to where only if mass panic was created, they would have failed. And that's exactly what you saw. If mass panic was not created, they could have dug themselves out of a hole. However, I don't believe that they would have learned from the situation if they did not have somebody on the inside telling them, look, if you don't get this done within this time frame, then I'm, gonna tell everybody. You give it time. Don't just come out and say, I'm getting rid of my FTT token. Have a conversation with them, but apparently they don't like each other. So I guess that makes sense why you would try and do that. FTX was fractionally reserved banking like banks do, and just like banks, it's wrong. Yeah, you're right. Crypto doesn't need that type of business practice. CZ already got burned by Luna. He did the right thing. I mean, I guess it's a don't shoot the messenger type of thing. So I would have to agree, like I said, that FTX is at major fault here. But I do think that CZ has some blame because he could have went about it a different way. It's like where I just watched Love is Blind, and I forget the guy's name. Bartiz. Oh wait, I can't say anything. If nobody watched it, there's probably people that are watching it, but I have some strong opinions about that. Gosh, I've been emotionally invested into that, and literally after watching the reunion, I was so emotionally invested that I searched everything to see what was going on. So, I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. If anybody is watching it, there's probably a good chance that maybe 5 people are watching it. But I am emotionally invested in that. The scars, the hell of an idea of staking. Wait, are you saying this scares the the hell out of the idea of staking. Sort of. I mean, I think yes, but it's just to an extent to where you're overdoing it. Like it's just like you investing into a position that gives you a 18,000% or 100,000% APY. You're like, well, that's not even close to sustainable. And everything that you've seen like that has collapsed or dropped down to like 5% or way less than that, because it's not sustainable. And you want something that will be. Hey, I'm new. Would you recommend me to invest in Terra Classic? Because this will be my first investment. Yeah, I think a low amount into Terra Luna Classic would be great. Not really going all in into Terra Luna Classic. Invest a small amount into plays, and what you can see is you can start to gain these benefits. Now, you may end up gaining less than what another person will gain because you invested less, which is understandable. But you want to be able to diversify a little bit. So, depending how much you have to invest, if you have like 500 to invest, I would split it into maybe three or split it into, five, and just find different investments that you want to, dip your toe in the water. I know it's difficult to get in because you never know where the low point is. But I can tell you, we have not seen the bull run yet. We are not even close to the bull run. We are literally right in these stages to where we're seeing it closer to its lows. So now, or technically a couple days ago, yesterday would be the time to make the moves that you wanted to into the markets. Binance only sold 5% of FTT, just to give a warning to SBF. But that's the thing. They should have said that they're selling 5%. Instead of saying that you're going to be liquidating your entire investment. Binance didn't even sell its FTT. Yeah, I don't think it will. I don't think they will, because what's crazy is they like to hold on to positions that are falling, that fell down to their lows, and then find a massive gain in those. Now, I don't know if he ended up getting more or whatever, but at this point he just killed all of his gains in FTT. I don't know when he acquired them, but he killed all of his gains in FTT. SBF have been talking with regulators, trying to get them to investigate Binance to hurt that business. I think Binance is trying to become a monopoly. Even though you have things like Coinbase and you have things like crypto.com, I still think Binance has more of the support, to be honest. And it seems like they're trying to become a monopoly. They're trying to become the go-to for cryptocurrency, and nobody else will be good enough. And it sort of scares me that CZ has this much power. He has this much power, and that he can, completely collapse not only a project, but markets by just one thing that he says. And the crazy thing is, I'm sure he knew about this issue maybe for a little bit, but just never consulted them, knew that investors would get hurt. But apparently, like, this was his opportunity, and people think that he's the 100% good guy here. I don't buy it. I mean, there's been a number of times where it looks like he's the silent killer, or he's just the secret villain here, because it seems like every single step of the way, all he really cares about is getting new investors on the platform, taking more control of the market share. That's where it seems like it's kind of not flowing with me the right way, you know? But again, that's just me. I know there's other people that have their own thoughts, and I'm okay with your thoughts. This is why we're here, to have these discussions. We can agree to disagree, or we can agree somewhat. But I will agree to say that FTX is at major fault here. for getting themselves into that situation. But CZ is not squeaky clean because this could have been done a different way. Right? There's a different way. Just like if you were, I'm trying to think of an example, a real life example. Like if you were, let's say you were talking to your wife about cleaning the dishes, right? You were like, "Hey, we're gonna clean the dishes," or you say, "Hey, I cleaned the dishes for a week straight. Can you just clean the dishes?" If you say something like that, well, that comes off the wrong way, and it creates probably more anger in the other person because it's like, "Can you just clean the dishes? I've been cleaning it for a week." Now, if you just say, "Hey, can you clean the dishes?" As simple as that. Not adding anything to it, saying like, I did this, so you should be doing this. Well, now you're saying it a different way. You're saying it in a better way that doesn't create anger in the other person or any type of other emotion besides like, yeah, I'll do it. Um, it's the same way here. CZ could have went behind the scenes and said, FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, what are you doing here? Like, I see what's going on with this. Fix it. This is how I would fix it. The markets would and I mean he would be helping out a competitor, and I know he doesn't want to do that because he cares about his business, but I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way the way he went about it. CZ, yeah, the CEO of Binance. Did you hear from any CEXs about your proposal to take part with the burn? No. The only CEXs I've heard from is lightbit.eu and then Coinin. I haven't heard anything from MEXC. I expected to hear something from MEXC. I haven't heard anything. But it's not front page news. People are making it I guess exciting, for the market to get behind. Matt, if you were in CZ's position, you would do the same. Bring more people to the platform and strictly. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. If you think that I would do that, that means that I would want to, strictly just try and bring more people here. Like let's bring the example to a situation that I'm familiar with. So my YouTube channel, I could constantly say that Terra Luna Classic is going to $1. I could say it every single day. Bring more people to the YouTube channel. I can go over to Twitter and constantly post about Terra Luna Classic going to $1. But I post about real things. And when I don't have something to post about, I don't just post, hey, sometimes I'll ask people, hey, are you buying Terra Luna Classic? But I don't do it 500 times a day with scheduled tweets. Like, I'm not that type of person that would ever risk everybody else's investment. I think of everybody else first before I think of myself. So I'm definitely different. There's no way that I would do something like that. He cares about bringing people into the business, not if you already have one of the largest, if not the largest exchange. You shouldn't care about bringing everybody else from a competitor into this business and knowing that the rest of the market will collapse. I don't agree that I would ever do that. Never. I care about investors too much. I care about investors so much that literally I can see a failing coin that I may promote or talk about, and if I have a larger position, I won't do anything with it because I'd rather the investors gain their money back than me gain anything. I'd rather lose everything that I put into that investment than other investors lose their money. So I definitely would not be that type of person. Matt, I believe you're right. Both at fault. CZ never should have pulled Sam's pants down in public, but Sam was arrogant and getting power hungry, like Do Kwon. Just my 2 cents. I agree with you. And I think CZ should have just went behind the scenes and said, "Look, this is what I'm gonna do if you don't find a way to get a handle on this." And I should do it. Like I would have that conversation and saying, I should do it because I know it would, benefit Binance a lot more, but I know it would hurt a lot of investors. Having that conversation behind the scenes, one, makes you look like the good guy, but then also you are the good guy because you know what's happening and you're saving investors from getting completely destroyed. Um, my nose is like stuffed at this point. Thanks, Richard, for that super chat. I appreciate that. How would SBF have fixed that problem? He lied about the assets and inflated the values of his assets. So the way you would do that is start with maybe some slightly negative news. Um, by saying, "Hey, we're dialing back some of the APY rewards." Do what Crypto.com did. We're dialing back some of the rewards, the sign up rewards, or whatever. Find a way to limit the amount of money that's going out so that you can put that money towards other things that you need to pay off. Because it's crazy with the amount of investors that you are getting because there are influencers, there is an arena. I don't know what's going to happen with that. That deal is going to go through, um, and you just have so many different pieces that can go towards paying off these debts. Not saying you would be able to pay it off right away, but there has to be ways to figure that situation out. And do I know everything? No, I don't. But um, literally pulling the rug out from under an exchange that's could have had a chance to try and get back to normal or slowly make investors realize that this is going to happen. This is like us deciding to burn off 99.9% of Terra Luna Classic with one hit. What's going to happen? Price is going to freaking skyrocket. Then what will happen? It's going to hit a ceiling and it's going to drop like hell. And that's not what you want. So in that situation, we don't want to do something overly aggressive. In the FTX situation, you don't want to do something overly aggressive. So again, I think it's difficult to say that he would have fixed it, but it's a better chance than saying, "Hey, I'm pulling everything out because I feel like because I see their balance sheet and they are over leveraged." It's a little messed up. This is funny. People come on here to listen to your opinion, even though it says uh, not investment advice. All your uh, all other your profile. If they still question you, why are they here? I don't know. Do you think Sam could have really get himself out of billions of debt? um. So give me a second. Give me 1 second. Oh, I actually have a guy here coming for exterminator stuff. So give me a second. Yeah. I have a guy that's coming here and doing exterminator stuff. I have a quarterly thing. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna keep it on. I don't know if I can stop either live stream. I don't want to stop the live stream, but maybe kill the audio and video for a little bit. But just give me a second. I think he's gonna take maybe like 5 minutes to go through this, and then we'll get back on. Hopefully until 9 o'clock, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know, because this conversation is really good. Sorry, I'm running up and down the steps. Ran all the way upstairs to put Emmy upstairs because she's ridiculous sometimes. All right, All right, guys, you're gonna have to give me just a little bit longer. I know you're probably like, where's this guy? He said 5 minutes. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be a little bit longer. I tend to get into conversations because I like conversations, especially about YouTube and creating businesses and all this stuff. So that's basically where I'm at right now. But um, we'll get back on and talk about this stuff. I'm loving all these verified accounts on Twitter that were fake. This is cracking me up. I'm upset that you have verified accounts that are commenting like on my posts that have like 300 followers, and I still don't have a verified account. I pay for YouTube or not YouTube, Twitter Blue. I've already paid for Twitter Blue before this, so I don't understand how I don't have a verified check mark. I don't know if I have to do something for it, but I should have that. And what's crazy is I know they're doing like a verified check mark, and then they also have official underneath the title. So it's a little weird. But yeah, let me scroll down. You okay? Brain? I don't know what you're talking about. Whose brain is okay? Anyone here who doesn't look into waters above crypto? Thank God. That's the only reason I share anything, especially knowing most people won't understand. It looks like my TikTok live stream has ended. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear what I'm saying right now? It looks like the audio is playing, but I don't see any comments. I mean, I saw a comment, but none of it addressed like, "Hey, he's back." All this did was create an extra work for Twitter devs. Yeah, I guess that's true, and that's why they need to rehire some people rather than just um fire all like half their workforce. They rehired. Why are you standing up? Because I'm not ready to sit down yet. Because we still have. Oh, you can hear me. We still have Ehrlich here. So he's back. Sort of. I'm sort of back. I'm like half back because I'm still standing. I'm still showing the chair because some people love the chair for some reason. How far are we behind? Because I swear I talked about um, audio like I don't know, felt like it was like 2 minutes ago. So yeah, we can hear you all. You talked about Terra Luna Classic. No, I didn't. Talked about businesses. No, because I obviously I want to own other businesses, obviously, but it's difficult to jump into those things because I know when you run a business, it's like definitely from the beginning, it's 24/7. Um, you have to manage that business and understand the financials of that business. You have to oversee everything about that business. It's a lot to manage from the beginning, but you end up getting to a point to where you can manage it from afar eventually. But um, that's only if you set up the business to do so. If it's something that functions directly off of you, like this YouTube channel, it would not um, be anything, that everybody expects without me being here. Like if someone bought my YouTube channel and was like, I'm going to pay you $1 million for your YouTube channel. And I probably would be like, no, you can't do that. I mean, if you're talking about just this YouTube channel, probably, hey, here you go. Take $1 million. I have another YouTube channel that I can just build up uh, or try and build up again. But I don't know if everybody would like me. But if I can take that $1 million and reinvest it into other places, that would be amazing to reinvest it. But I would hope that people would realize where I am and just come over to that place. Because anybody that's given an opportunity that's like $1 million or something like that for something, I understand. Like this is my baby. I don't know if I would though. Do you want to invest into a business? Do I want to invest into a business? So yeah, I've been thinking about investing into more of a local business around here, um, or even starting a franchise. But The problem is I know that's going to take a little bit more of my time. Which if I just post less, a little bit less on YouTube, and I run a business, that'll be fine. You eat, drink, and breathe your business for quite a while until you get successful. Exactly. I mean, I know um, for somebody that has any type of popularity or uh, following online, it's a little bit easier because you have global recognition there. So whatever business you start, it is something that's recognized by however many subscribers you do have. But either way, it's still difficult because you know that it's going to take up a lot of your time. Emmy, what are you doing down here? Emmy. This dog is down here. I don't know why she's down here. I didn't even hear her come down the steps. Do you want a partner in your business? Um, yeah, I believe I already have my partner or partners, to tell you the truth, because we want to see how all of this is going to work out, which is crazy because I have my funds to start the business that I want to start. Um, because there's no businesses like it, especially after what we went through with the pandemic. So it's like, um, I think it's definitely necessary. So yeah, I think I need to explore that because I know there's the people that I want to work with. Um, I know they don't want to keep doing what they are doing. Working for somebody else rather than creating your own business and, working at your own schedule, your own pace, especially with partners, right? If you feel like it's a successful business, something that can be extremely successful, and gather a lot of revenue, um, then that's a big deal for a ton of people because not only do I have this on the side, so I don't have to worry about um, such a high like payout from the start. I have this, and they may have their work, and hopefully, what we can see is um, them take a little bit of time off and focus on just running this business. I'm trying to be as like vague as possible. Which one? I have three. Um, which one? I have three. Oh, thought you were talking to me. Answer would be no. I'm greedy. That's perfect. That's what we like to hear. Run your business. You seem to be doing well for yourself, and that's amazing. And hopefully, you can make your money work for you in the end. But like I was, telling this guy about working. Like I don't feel like I accomplish things if I'm off schedule. Like today, I woke up late. I feel like I haven't accomplished anything. No matter how this live stream goes, no matter how any of the videos go today, I feel like I haven't accomplished anything. Would your business be extended internationally? Probably not. Um, it would be something that's local, which would suck for everybody that's subscribed because I mean, if you visit this area, which I don't think anybody's visiting Reading, Pennsylvania, um, you got a great radio voice. Sometimes I have a great radio voice. Other times, no. Um, especially when I mean, I'm still kind of sick. Not really, but just having the cough, the ending cough. Hey Matt, can I get a shout out to the wait? I get a, wait, can I get a shout out to the love of my life? Uh, Don Keat. Wait, is this a? No, I got you. I got you. I got you. Ah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Key Dick. Key Dick. I see what you did there. That's a good one. That's a good one. If you don't know what he said, ETH 654 said, the love of my life, Don Key Deck. And if you say that fast enough, you realize what it said. Um, it's funny. Do you contribute? Hey, why do you continue to skip over my multi burn project? What do you mean? Why do I keep continuing to skip over your multi burn project? Everyone, please hit the like button. That's a good point, Ryan. Hit the like button. I would love if everybody hit the like button. This is like my first ad that I'm going to play right now. All right, just give me a second. I'm going to go upstairs, make sure that we're good, and then I'll be right back down. Okay? Sorry, there's no audio. Um, so that took a pretty long. I do need to. It made me realize that I need to clean the house. So the chair is the life. The chair is love. Uh, Good afternoon, Matthew. I wasn't even there. That's a more positive way about looking at it. So yeah, we were just and whenever I get to a point to where I'm talking about business and talking about helping out people and all that stuff, improving someone's life, making sure they get started on like their journey. Um, I love seeing people take action, and do something, for themselves instead of just trying to work a job that, may not see the value in them, you know? Um, that's what I try and do. And I'm not saying that I have all the answers, but at least, I can be that, little ticket of inspiration to some people. And, a business may be difficult. Starting a business may be difficult. Um, but you know, doing something that you love to do versus something that you do just to put food on the table is definitely um, important, right? We need to make sure that people do what they love to do. I love to talk about finances. I love to talk about cryptocurrency. I love to talk about stocks. I love to talk about my own investments and let you guys know how they are going. I love to talk about decisions that I'm making financially or, through the lottery or whatever, which is another thing. I need to go buy another ticket here because I didn't win on Tuesday. And we're going to keep going. Every day we're going to buy it, which I'm wasting my money. But you know what? One person won in California for the Powerball, which is insane. Um, I'm happy that someone won, but I no offense to anybody that lives in California, it sucks that it's somebody from California because things are just going to cost more. Like if someone won that money and lived in a place to where um, it's like $100 for a house, then that would be so much better. It can go a long way. Same man. I was only able to get at 0.004 at 15 mark, but grabbed a bunch more at the 16s. Been dollar cost averaging into BTC quite heavily lately, man. Oh, you're talking to Fire King. Lunic isn't pumping. It's not. It's not pumping. If you see what I'm talking about, it's an 18x in volume. So when we go over to Terra Station, you can see that it went from 10 or 11 billion up to 18 sorry, 180 billion in volume. So that's where it comes from. The money that person won is going to be gone after they pay rent for 1 month. Yeah, you might be right. I mean, it's 900, what is it? 970. It was not, yeah, it was 900 like 70 or 990 of a payout. I don't know what they plan on doing. I don't know who won. They stayed anonymous. If I'll tell you what, if I win, I wouldn't stay anonymous. I can't because I'm making it very public as to how I would win. And I also need to build my spreadsheet. I haven't built my spreadsheet yet. So we'll figure that out. Bro, I'm banned or what? It's like I'm not there. Sorry for being salty. No, you're here. Like here or I don't know what you're talking about. I see you, Smell B. I see you too. I watched my dad start a business. He bought a CPA firm in 2010 and um, ran it out of a decent little office, and now he employs over 15 people, and just moved into a huge building. He used to be the The what? I always like to see stories or things like that, because doing something that you love to do, like I said, is very important. And I want to make sure that everybody has the ability to, um, make that decision. Everybody has the opportunity to make that decision. It's just whether they want to work a little bit harder in order to do so. Everybody's good at something. So, um, uh, the the guy that I was talking to from Ehrlich, um, you know, he drew Harper a little turkey picture, like um, really quick, and it's really good, like really really good. As fast as he drew it, um, it looks better than what I would draw if I took 3 days drawing it. Like it looks really really good, and um, I was telling him about different forms of, you know, social media or popularity with your artwork. Um, well, well, this is awkward now because people can see you. I was talking about popularity with artwork, and it just makes sense the way social media is working right now. If you can do good or make people feel great with artwork that you're doing on a daily basis, um, that's definitely in right now. Music is definitely in right now. All these different things are in when it comes to social media. It's just about um, taking the time to become popular, taking the time to, and maybe the most that I know about is social media. I do know about running businesses as well, the financial side of it and everything, but um, understanding popularity a little bit and what's trending is kind of what I need to do. If I don't know that, then I don't know YouTube. He used to be vice president of RBC. I watched him work his ass off to get what he has. He is an inspiration to me, big time. I love to hear those stories. You're building a spreadsheet for the lottery. I want in. No, the reason I'm building a spreadsheet is I can build what the numbers are. So I look at the last however many drawings of the lottery and try and get how many times those numbers are shown. Um, uh, and I could build that all in Excel. But then what I want to do is also build a profit and loss type of thing. So if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm playing the lottery every single time we have a drawing. I'm playing the lottery, playing the same numbers, which increases your chances. However, it doesn't increase your chances that much. Um, we just know that within the last, you can play 700 drawings. If you pick something that hasn't been chosen yet, you're more likely to, um, win than a person that picks something that has been chosen. So if this combination of numbers has been chosen at one point in the last, maybe 5 years, that's not a number combination you want to select. There have been a ton of different analysis that have been built off of a computer choosing random numbers. But how about if a computer chooses the same numbers? At what point will that person win? I would like a little insight into your business plan, if you don't mind. Not at the moment. I'm late. Did a nighttime tour of an old unused 170-year-old prison. Well, that's I wouldn't do that. I would never do that. Were there other people? Even if there were other people, I still wouldn't. Right? If there were less than 30 people, then I would not do it. But if there are more than 30, then it's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. As it grows, as the more people are in there, then it grows to be something that I can do. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Thank you for that super chat, sir, Mr. Jason. But yeah, I will show people whatever spreadsheet I built. I will share the spreadsheet with people. We can have other people improve on the spreadsheet, and we can make it a better situation. If we know somebody that knows how to do some sort of coding for scenarios. I believe you can do that in some data analytics softwares. So if we can get something where we can look at different scenarios and see how long it would take for numbers to be hit under different circumstances, we can find a way to make our chances that much better in the lottery. I'm sure there's been a lot of different research that's been done on this, but something simple like playing the same numbers, seeing how that could affect it, finding the most popular numbers, finding the most popular Powerball. A lot of times, which is crazy, they all hit the same amount. Is it normal to have that volume prices heavy moving? People were buying and selling, not really indication to where Lunic is going. It's normal. It is not normal to see this happen in more of a bearish market, right? Because today, or sorry, on the 9th, we saw a lot of things that were decreasing, right? But Terra Luna Classic was not decreasing as much. It did decrease, but not as much. So we know that people were buying and selling at more of an equal pace rather than just selling. FTX files for bankruptcy. Of course they did. What's going on in the market because of that? Are we seeing a... There we go. Here we go again. So the markets are now being hit. Buy a ticket and hope. That's basically what it is. You do buy a ticket and hope. Big dog, I can teach you how to win right now. I mean, that's all you can do, really. But Michael, thank you for that $10 super chat. I appreciate that. I really do. It means the world to me, you know. RPM or revenues down per video or per 1,000 views. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. What do you think about Epics? Bought it for 30 cents. Let's take a look. So you bought it for 30. This play? You bought it for 30 cents and it's at $49.97. You joking? You can't. This can't be real. You bought it for that low? We're looking at it over the last year. I don't see that it was that low ever. So I don't know what position you're talking about, but it, let me see if I can find another one. Yeah, I don't see what you're getting at here. I don't know. Yes, before release, ICO. I have 333 now. You have 333 of this. That looks great. You bought it before release, and this was worth $500. I don't know what to think about this. I mean, right now it was too stable at $500 for pretty much just today. Is that all time? That's all time. That's all you have. It's too early to tell. I don't know what the hype would be, but you see the volume. Volume is at $7,000 worth. Market cap, circulating supply, we don't know what that actually is. So it's too early to say whatever this could be. I don't know what it is. I don't know who's the largest holders. But if you bought it at 30 cents and it's at 49 cents, I don't know why you maybe wouldn't make a move at $500. Seems like everybody else did. It looks like there's 100 addresses that are holding it. Let's look at the holders. You have some pretty large wallets. No. Yeah, I can't deal with that. There's some huge wallets that can completely collapse pretty much everything. They're open wallets, so I don't know this one. I don't know. Lunic is dropping. Everything's dropping. I guess because of FTX. Let's see if they have CZ. That's 4,000 tweets. The Big Short too. Anyone else ready for The Big Short 2 starring? I like that. I like that. I have to retweet that. Sorry. These coughs are getting to me. When is it a good time to buy Solana? I know a lot of people are unstaking it from validators, and they're going to dump massive amounts of coins on the market. Um, we probably want to wait to see at least what's happening with this overall situation. I don't know what's happening with Solana right now. It's back down to $15.62 after being up to a high recently of $18.68. Currently, we're seeing this go. I guess it was back and forth, but now it's at $15.62. The volume is down by 37%. Um, so I'm trying to find the best opportunity, but I don't think this is the best opportunity to buy Solana right now. I think this is still a little bit early. Same thing with FTT. Um, Same thing with a lot of things in the market right now. Look at all the red, the sea of red after seeing so much green. So more red just hits the market. Thanks, Matt. Those wallets hold the lock tokens for people who bought at 30 cents or less. It's staked for a long time. Oh, interesting. Um, but still, that's still a huge wall. Eventually, it'll get to a point to where that if you're not seeing enough volume, the price will come down, and those people can bring down the price more with whenever they do become unlocked. So I'm not saying that it's a scam or a scheme or something. I'm just saying that um, it's definitely difficult to see, crazy potential when you have uh, a bunch of red flags, which may not be anything in the end, but they keep me out of the position. Um, I'm thinking about staking 99% of my Lunic in Terra Station. Um, ever doing, ever going to change to 21 days to unstake? Are they ever going to change that? Probably not. So people who bought it now can't sell only after the lock period. 21 days to undelegate Lunic. Ever going to be quicker? I don't think so. I don't think they should. Because then that creates too much volatility in unstaking and moving coins. So having that period in time is a good thing. You need to be able to manage your situation to understand what does need to go under the 21 days and what doesn't. World War II. I'm trying to see what's trending and see if FTT is like trending or anything. I feel like, you know what? Let me just do FTX. CEO has lost a pod, in my opinion. This guy does not deserve what crypto has to offer. I'd be very careful about anything this guy touches. He should not do interviews either. Wait, Biden announces his presidential campaign 13 days later. They may afraid a ton of. Are we applying political stuff to things? Elon Musk has changed Twitter like button from a heart to a blue heart. I don't know. From a red heart to a blue heart. Why does that matter? You need to leave some coins unstaked in case the market rallies big time upward. That's my thought. 100%. I agree with you. I'm short since yesterday um, till 13,800K. Come on, baby. Thanks for that response. No problem. Is it good time to buy Terra Luna Classic now? Terra Luna Classic is not, I mean, it's red on the day, but it's not seeing like a major pullback, right? It's down 7%. So last 7 days is down 20%, which some people classify as that. But looking where the ranges are compared to everything else, this is sitting at 0.0001852. It's been hovering close to that 2000 mark for a while now. Ah, that was a joke tweet to get you to hit the heart button. Ah, was it? Let's see what you did there. Who is this? Just a person that has 15K followers and they got 138K um, likes on it. I guess I'll like it just because it is a joke tweet. He did it. Who did it? Pokemon? After 25 years, Ash finally became the very first, the very best. Like no one ever was. He actually did it. He beat Leon. I don't know what they're talking about. I wanna be the very best. Really? He won. FTX has filed for bankruptcy. I know. That's why you're seeing the markets drop. Hi, Matt. Is there any top 100 cryptos that you are thinking of investing in? I'm looking into Flow recently. So yeah, I've been looking into top 100 cryptos, pretty much all of them. So well, a lot of them. Ethereum, I've been investing heavily into. Um, Cardano, I've been investing into. Polygon, Solana, I've been thinking about. Obviously Shiba Inu and Terra Luna Classic. Cosmos, I'm holding on to that. Chronos, I'm holding on to that. Algorand, I'm holding on to that. Quant, I'm holding on to that. I haven't looked into Flow heavily. Um, heavy Flow. I see what I did there. I haven't looked into Flow, but I probably should give it a better look. Currently, it's at a 1.2 billion dollar market cap with only 1 billion total in supply. I do want to look more into it though, so I haven't taken a liking or looked into it, but we haven't seen. I mean, I guess we can look at this as history to creep back to where it should be, but I don't know how much. I don't think Flow was at a $40 billion market cap. It was at a $1 billion market cap. You've seen it at a high of a $5 billion market cap. So the expected high price for this is somewhere around 5 billion. 5 billion market cap, which would be $5. Oh yeah, Ash became the Pokemon World Champion. There's a new token called Gem Cave that I think has a 1000x potential. We might reverse from right here for Ludic. I would love it. I would love if we can get to a point for where Terra Luna Classic finally does add another zero. Because if it does, that gives me the room to have a short-term investment. Because I have my long-term investment, but the problem is, give me a second. Let me bring up my screen really quick. Let me take away my screen because I don't know what I have here. The problem is that my spreadsheet, I feel like I have gaps. I have gaps between here where I have no short-term plays, and I should have a short-term investment. Where currently I have about 47 or 48 million. So that's probably not right. I think I have. I'm not 100% sure at this point. but I have like, let's say 45 million or 46. So I need to get maybe like 5 more million that I can, sorry, that I can do something with at these points. So somewhere where it gets to, a tenth of a penny, I should be able to do something with that. If I have, another 5 million that I want to sell here, or maybe 2 million, right, that I sell there, which could be worth $1,900. I should be able to make those moves so that I can always gain a little bit more profit, as well as seeing a half of a penny and taking something there. Maybe I can take another 3 million out of that 5 million that I gather. So a total I can gain $16,000 up to this point to gain $16,000. So I want to be able to buy another 5 million for this short-term move, to establish what I'm going to do for the rest of these moves here. All crypto going down again. Why? FTX. Peter, thank you for those 5 memberships. I was actually about to leave. So I'm sure, Bad Kitty, Michael, the franchise, Wage Cuck, and Shevin have all picked up a membership. That's amazing. All this, thank you for that. I appreciate that. All this Lunic volume going to be amazing for Burns, is it not? Yeah. It's going to be good for Burns. I wouldn't say amazing. If we saw the 1.2%, this would be really good, because then we would see 1.8 billion that's burned off in one day. But now that we're seeing 0.2%, which for some reason I can't do quick math on, 183, that's billion. 183 billion. I know I have dollars there, but don't worry about the dollar sign. Multiplied by 0.2%, you're looking at, why did I do that? That's not 0.2, that's 0.2% is 366 million. So, that's way less than what you would have at 1.8 billion, but it's way more than what we've gotten in any other day, even on these days where we saw way more volume. We're now seeing, a lot here. We're seeing 100 or 366 million that's going to be burned off. I would love a membership if you have one to spare. I don't. Good afternoon, Matt. Good to see the markets are turning, and this could be an actual bottom. Yeah, that would be phenomenal if we could see the actual bottom. I do want to keep an eye on Terra Luna Classic, because if it does find a way to go lower, I can create that opportunity to where I'm buying, 5 more million. I don't want to buy 5 more million right here. Maybe if I buy 5 more million here, it'll cost me, how much? $1,000? Something like that. Because if I buy another million, it's $180. So I want it to cost less than that. I would love it to cost maybe, I don't know, $500. Maybe not even that. I never get tired of seeing bottoms. Me neither. I don't know if you're still talking about cryptocurrency at this point. The memberships are gifted randomly by YouTube. Oh, so YouTube does it. That's great. I thought they were like picked up. But yeah, I mean, still looking at where cryptocurrency is going to go. We might see the actual bottom with this whole FTX situation. It looks like FTX has dropped 25% again, down to $2.59. I'm still interested to see where this actual bottom will be. because I may want to actually buy it. Just dip my toe in the water, not my whole foot. Anyways, guys, I got to get out of here because it's 9:30. Make sure you guys hit the like button. We stream for 2 hours and we're all the way up to 9:30. I don't know how the stock market is doing right now. Maybe we can figure that out. I'm glad I didn't show on my screen there. But it looks like the stock market's not doing so hot. There's no bottom for FTX token. There is a bottom. Everything has a bottom. We just got to find it. I'm not saying that I will be able to buy directly at the bottom. Are you Nigerian? No, I'm not. Matt is Irish. Probably somewhere. You're probably not wrong. Thanks for today. Have a great day. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Maud. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're on Twitch, I appreciate you guys for being here as well. Should have made CZ sign an NDA before doing DD. That might have been it. When are you gonna see Black Panther? Stay away from the internet. Spoilers. So I've already I'm gonna see it on Saturday at 9 o'clock ish. And the crazy thing is, I'm not seeing it in IMAX, which kind of bothers me. But I'll take the comfortable seating over the IMAX anytime. The theater was sold out when we decided to go. So when I decided to book it, because I do a lot of things last minute. Anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. If you guys want to go and follow me on Patreon, feel free to follow me on Patreon. Also, if you guys want to check out some of the links down below, Twitter, all that stuff, feel free to do that. But thank you to the mods. Thank you to the members. Thank you for all the super chats. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next.